Look at this crowd here this morning. I'd like to say good morning to everyone all over central Indiana. That looks like the entire school.
We got to
is
tell them
here.
they're on TV
All
right now.
Operation Football Week 2 is here, and we are definitely getting pumped up for more football here this morning.
So right now they're just doing the planning. They're getting their plan to execute it.
On TV.
Yeah, you saw them if you were joining us like 5 minutes ago, just seeing all the energy. But I didn't realize they had that many people out there with Dominic Miranda.
It looks like it's a football game.
So we're going to check in with them at 6:20 and see if they've got a strategy for how they're going to pump us up this morning on Sunrise. But first, obviously, you want to know what your day is going to look like ahead, especially if you're going out to some of those games later tonight.
Or maybe traveling. We know today is a huge travel day. We've already seen some disruptions at airports across the country. So, Mr. Lofton, it all rests on your shoulders.
This is the forecast that I equate it to the Christmas travel forecast and the race. This is just as big as any of those in my world. So we've got a lot to talk about. A lot of people traveling, a lot of people wondering, hey, is it going to rain or is it going to quit being hot? The answer is yes to all of those. Right now, we're dry from top to bottom in Indiana. This is a look, Milwaukee, Chicago, stretching on down through some heavy rain around Rockford, Illinois right now. This line has not fallen apart as it would usually do this time of the morning. It's holding together. So the question is, will that affect us? And I think it will, but not this morning. We're talking about later on today. It is a very warm and very humid morning. 73 here. Where our crowd is there at Greenfield Central, it is 73 degrees this morning and very humid as well for those kiddos who are getting ready to cheer on Greenfield Central taking on Greensburg later tonight. 70 in Kokomo. From Lafayette to Bloomington, it is 72 degrees. Of course, it's a big college football weekend, but it's a travel weekend too. And the TSA is expecting a huge crowd at Indianapolis International, as are we. That's why I wanted to give you the very latest. There's fog at the airport right now. It is not causing any problems, but 82 by 11 a.m. Now, here's the latest. We still have this cancellation to Dulles, Washington, D.C. That flight is canceled this morning. We also have delays to JFK, Toronto, LA, and Phoenix. We also have a situation where really everything else is on time, which is wonderful. All right, this is a look at your forecast. 93 by 3 p.m., a high of 94 today with a chance for some scattered thunderstorms later today. And I'll have the timeline for you in minutes. Let's get to traffic on what I think will prove to be a very busy day. Remember, this is still a construction zone, 465 and 69. Yes, it's true that that major ramp coming off of 465 headed south to 69 and bypassing the fuel stations is open, and that's fantastic. However, we still have some ramps in that area closed. Looking good, though. Downtown, 65 from 465 to 865, no delays. The same from 865 to 465, generally moving at 70. The ramp, big ramp closed at 70 eastbound, State Road 9 getting off to 70 eastbound. You cannot go that way. And so what's happening is you get off to go westbound, you have to turn around, but what you're driving through is this, a construction zone, and that's why we have some big backups on 70 this morning, just west of State Road 9. Keep that in mind. As the sun gets closer, we'll be able to see that picture better, but we'll have more weather and traffic in just a few minutes, Julia.
All right, we appreciate it, Chuck. Thank you. Well, this morning, we are hoping to get more answers about what led to a deadly shooting on Indy's northeast side.
This is the scene near 34th and Emerson. Right now, we know that one person is dead after being shot. Officers say when they arrived last night, they found a truck parked along the street with bullet holes. The person in that truck was unresponsive. They later died at the hospital.
And this morning, we have been making phone calls to the police about any possible arrests in this case or even a motive. We'll pass along any new information as it becomes available.
Well, this tearful vigil was remembering a 22-year-old man and a 3-year-old boy killed Monday night in a double shooting. Family, and including that young boy's father, joined friends to remember them. Right now, no suspect is in custody for this shooting, as friends and family want answers.
Our CN New Yorker has been looking over this, all the details to this case this week, and also talking to the family about their need for justice. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Yes, family and friends gathered here at this church, searching for answers, remembering that young toddler and that young man. They're pushing police to get them answers about who shot them. Now, take a look. Last night, family and friends held a balloon release for 3-year-old Armani Booker and 22-year-old Jayshon Johnson. The two were shot and killed Monday near Shadeland Avenue and 75th Street. Family members say Johnson was in a relationship with a 3-year-old boy's mother. An off-duty Lawrence police officer found the boy and man in a car outside this strip mall. Right now, no one has been arrested for their deaths. Dozens gathered to pray and plead for answers, including Armani's father, who is heartbroken that someone killed his little boy. He shared these photos with 13 News.
He had the biggest and brightest personality. He walks in the room, all the kids get excited, they cheer for him. He was just a big ball of joy and energy.
If you have any information, investigators would like to hear from you. You can even send tips anonymously via Crime Stoppers. We've got that information on our website at thr.com. Reporting live on Indy's northeast side, Sia New Yorker, 13 News.
Thank you, Sia. This morning, Indiana's Court of Appeals is rejecting Kleins' request to overturn his prison sentence. The court is certifying the unanimous decision to uphold that sentence. Klein is currently serving a 40-year prison sentence for multiple convictions of child pornography. He was arrested in 2017, accused of catfishing underage girls to receive explicit photos.
Well, this morning, a major development in the Delphi murders case to tell you about. The judge is ruling the jury will hear alleged confessions from the suspect, Richard Allen.
The state claims that Allen made at least 61 confessions to the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German while he's been in custody. Allen's defense team did not want those confessions used in court, claiming that they were coerced while their client was suffering from mental illness. But the judge disagreed, saying that she didn't find that argument persuasive enough. Allen is scheduled to go on trial in October.
So while the trial is still 2 months away, costs are starting to add up. Our 13 Investigates team found through the end of July, the total cost is now just over $1 million. And that number we know should grow. 13 Investigates Bob Siegel has that story for you right now. You just go to your phone, take the QR code here, a picture of that right on your screen will take you right to the story.
This monument marks the final resting place for the innocent souls who lost their lives at Fox Hollow Farm.
This morning, a new memorial in Westfield remembers the still unknown number of victims of suspected serial killer Herb Baumeister.
So the memorial is at the Hamilton Memorial Park, just 4 miles from the Fox Hollow Farm property. That's where 10,000 human remains have been found on 18 acres from presumed murders more than 30 years ago. Only 9 men have ever been identified. He Knows Your Name Ministry donated the monument in the hopes of bringing more families forward.
To be able to look forward to the memories that we had that were positive. So that way we can allow them, the victims, my personal family, to continue to live, in other words, in the way that we remember them and not just stuck in that one moment that was a tragedy.
The case was reopened after another victim was identified last year. The Hamilton County coroner asked any family with a missing loved one who may be connected to this case to contact them.
Well, this morning, some parents, even students at an Indianapolis public school are voicing their concerns about violence, even understaffing at Broad Ripple Middle School.
So families were not shy about sharing those worries directly to the school board. Gina Glaros joins us now with a look at some of their concerns that are kind of troubling, Gina.
Yeah, it took a lot for these students and parents to speak up. Good morning to you, ladies. These Broad Ripple Middle School parents and students took those concerns about education and safety right to the IPS superintendent and school board yesterday. Almost a month into the school year, families say there have been multiple issues. Some kids say they are scared to go to school and say the students are, quote, out of hand. And as a result, their child is not learning.
My child has not practically learned anything in the last month. But let's put that aside. the reality is that she is scared to go to school.
School is supposed to be fun for teachers, staff, and students, but not at Broad Ripple.
Another student says the intercom systems aren't working. Superintendent Dr. Alicia Johnson addressing these concerns yesterday, saying they're not falling on deaf ears. She says the intercom system should be restored today, and they are working on hiring and fixing these issues. She also encouraged parents to continue to have these conversations that bring the school community together.
Yeah, you can't, it's hard to fix the problem if no one is speaking out about it.
Certainly.
Yeah, thank you, Gina.
Well, Olympian Simone Biles and Gabby Thomas surprised workers at Eli Lilly for a company-only team building event. That would be so cool, walking out to see this. So the gold medalist shared yesterday how perseverance and teamwork, along with a lot of determination, has led to her success. Both athletes are Lilly partners. Thomas is dedicated to eliminating health inequalities. Biles is focused on mental health awareness and treatments for type 2 diabetes. Simone and her mother, in fact, Nellie, you may have seen them. They are featured in one of Eli Lilly's Monjaro ads.